My name is Michela Cobelli. I'm the head of the International Mobility Unit, basically dealing with all the opportunities for having a period of study or traineeship. We will discover it today abroad. And we are here today to just have a brief interview of what opportunities the Erasmus program is going to provide you, not only for having a period of study, but also for, have a first job abroad. So let's start, and then there is some people that open the microphone. I'm asking to close it, and then we will start. Before to start, I have to say that we are going to collect all of your questions. There is a place in which you can send a question via chat. And if for you it's okay, we will collect it, all of them, and then try to answer the question after my presentation. So please free to write the question you may have. So let's start. What is Erasmus? Okay. What is Erasmus? Erasmus is a European program that was born basically to give the opportunity to students to go abroad to have a period of study, but from 7 years, the European Commission introduced also the possibility to have a period of traineeship, a period of internship abroad. What you can do when you choose to go abroad within Erasmus Traineeship? Basically, you can choose two things. To have an internship period during your academic career. For example, if you have to do some researches for your final dissertation, or you have an embedded period of internship during your academic career, you can spend a period of time abroad with Erasmus Traineeship. Otherwise, there is another interesting possibility to have the Erasmus Traineeship just after your graduation. In fact, the program allows you to have this period of internship until 18 months after your graduation. To do that, you must apply and be selected for the Erasmus scholarship before your graduation. How long you can spend abroad? You can have an internship period between 2 months to 12 months, and most of this period could be covered by the Erasmus scholarship. Where you can go? Since last year, I guess there is some students that may be already interested to have this period abroad within Erasmus Traineeship. Until last year, the student, I'm asking to close the microphone, sorry. Until last year, the possibility to have the Erasmus Traineeship was only basically in all the European countries. From this year, the European Commission opened what is called the International Window of Erasmus, and all the students of the University of Pavia will have the possibility also to choose to have a period of internship in, I can say, almost in all over the world. We will see the list of the places available just in 2 minutes. What you can do? You can do job experience in any public or private enterprises. You can choose to go in an NGO, in a research center, in a university, in a private companies. Basically, the Erasmus Traineeship allow you to go wherever you want. The only kind of institution that are forbidden are the European institution or the national agency dealing with Erasmus and so on. The Erasmus Traineeship is open to all of the students of the University of Pavia. When I'm saying all of the students, I'm intending that the students of the first and second cycle, bachelor, master degree, single cycle degrees are allowed to have the Erasmus Traineeship abroad, but also PhD and master universitari di primo e secondo livello can apply for having this kind of experience. So let's go back to the countries in which you can have your experience. As I said, you can go in every European country. Plus the list I put before. There is also the possibility to go in Norway, in Switzerland, and so on. But from this year, we are very happy to say you that you can choose to go everywhere in the world. The only countries we decided to cut from this very long list is the Vatican State and also San Marino. For I don't explain you why we make this decision. Let's go through the application process. The University of Pavia usually open two windows for the applications. One was already open last week for the first period of the application, and another one is open more or less in October, end of September, beginning of October. So you will have two chances to send your application yearly. How to send your application? There is an online system for whom is enrolled in first and second level degrees. You will have to apply via your reserved area in S3. For PhD and master universitari di primo e secondo livello, if you go to our website internazionale.unipv.it, you will find a Google form where you will be able to send your application. Let's talk about the criteria that are used for assigning the scholarships. We use two criteria. One is the academic merit. If you go through the call for application, there is a session in which it's very well explained how we calculate your merit. Basically, it's we take your libretto universitario, the grading of the exams that you already took in your academic career. And we have a calculation respect the number of the credits you should to have taken in your academic career. It's very difficult to explain, but you will find the exactly formula in the call for application. And then we will test your motivation to have this experience abroad. We go through later respect a part related to some interview that the Erasmus coordinator will give you after the ending of the call for application period. And then as the Erasmus coordinator attests your academic merit and then your motivation, you will be assigned to your destination. Let's talk about the scholarship. Here in my PowerPoint, you will see that for European countries, depending on the income of the host country, you will be provided by a European scholarship, which is a fixed amount, as I said, that depend on the host country, and can go from 400 euro per month to 500 euro per month. For all the extra European countries, so the long list we just had a look a few seconds ago, the European Commission set up a fixed amount of the scholarship, which is 700 euro per month. Let's go through the scholarships amount into the detail. Here you see that for the European countries, the European Commission divided the countries per their average income. And you see that there is 3 groups. Group 1 that receive 500 euros, Group 2 450 euros, and Group 3 that are considered low-income countries, 400 euros. As I said, for all the not European countries, we will provide you a scholarship of 700 euros. The University of Pavia in particular make available another kind of co-funding, and basically for the first and second level students, we will provide you the amount that you see in my presentation, depending on your family income. So it's very important that, but I guess all of the students already finish the process to upload in your reserved area your easy the situation of the family income, and depending on your family income, the university will provide you an extra scholarship. And the contribution are listed there. So how you have to apply? The first thing is to read the application form. Hope that the system is working, because I want to show you where is published. This is the website of the University of Pavia International. If you go through the home page, you will have to choose going abroad. They can see the website. They can see the website. No, we are okay. Just a second. Non vedono la mia presentazione, non vedono il sito web. Let's do that. I will put it in the chat because, okay. Let me come back to the presentation. Okay, here I am. I put it into the chat the link of the website in which you will find the call for application. You have to choose for the Italian people, for the Italian speaker, there is a section into the Italian website, and for English speakers, you will find the same information in the English version of the website. So go through internazionale.unipv.it, choose studiare all'estero or study abroad, select Erasmus Traineeship, and then you will find all the documentation related to the call for application. To apply for the call for application that is now open, you have you can do it by the 18th of May at 12 a.m. So you will have the possibility to send your application by this deadline. And then you will be required to participate to some interview that the Erasmus coordinator of your area will set up soon. All of the information about the date, the calendar, the hour, the place in which the professor will organize the interview will be published on the internazionale.unipv.eu website. It's very, very, very important that you will read entirely the call for application, because on that you will find all the information that you may need to apply. Okay. So we said that the interview will be from 6th of June to 10th of June, and then the Erasmus office will send you an email in which they will say if you have been selected or not. If you have been selected, you will have the possibility to have your traineeship abroad from 1st of August 2022 to 30 September 2023. This is not meaning that if you find, for example, an internship that is beginning before of that date, you are not allowed to go. You can go, you can start your internship, but the Erasmus scholarship will be paid from the 1st of August. Okay, how to apply? As I said before, the student of bachelor, single cycle degrees, master degrees have to apply via the reserved area in S3, so where the same place in which you are managing your academic career. And here I put some screenshot. So this is the homepage of your reserved area. It's actually my reserved area because from this year I'm a student of the University of Pavia too. So I had the chance to take the screenshot of my reserved area. So this is the homepage. Then you have to choose Mobilità Internazionale if you are an Italian speaker, International Mobility if you are an English speaker, and then go through the application form. It's very easy. It could take, filling it, the Erasmus Traineeship application form could take like 2 minutes, basically. So do it before the deadline, and if you have an idea to apply, don't wait the last day of the application, but do it right now. So go through the second step. You must choose your Erasmus area. In the Internazionale website, in Erasmus Traineeship, in the window dedicated to Erasmus Traineeship, you will find a very long list indicating for all the degree courses the corresponding Erasmus area. So before to go through the online application, please check it in which Erasmus area your course of study is included. So when you find this information, you can simply to click on the plus. I hope the screenshot is readable, but you can just click on the plus, and then you will be forwarded to this other window, in which simply you have to flag dichiaro di aver letto e compreso il bando traineeship, I declare I read carefully the call for application, and I'm aware that the merit grade for the merit grade, it will be considered all the successfully exam that I do by the 1st of March. Per gli italiani sono consapevoli che il calcolo del punteggio di merito verranno considerati gli esami superati e registrati nella mia carriera al 1° marzo 2022. And then simply click on the button send my application, and your application is considered well sent. How to find a place abroad? This is the most critical question that usually students ask us, and we just put some tips here. If you have a good relation with some university professors, of course, the first advice we give you is try to talk with them, because usually university professors has many links abroad in research centers, other universities, but also in private companies and so on. And it's on their duties to advise you which is a good place for you. Another tip we can give you is to go through the university platform named Job Teaser. Just Google it, job teaser UNIPV, and you will be able to find the right link, in which the career office and also us going to publish some interesting internship offers. Or you can also go to the Internazionale website in the Erasmus Traineeship part. You will find a very long list of companies that successfully hosted in the past our university students, and you can try to contact them. I forgot to give you a very important information. In order to be selected to have an Erasmus internship, by the deadline of the interview set up by the Erasmus coordinator, you must to present an acceptance letter to the hosting issued by the host institution. If you don't have an acceptance letter by the interview date, you will be not allowed to get the Erasmus scholarship. But you have, in the case of this call for application, which is now open, you have the time to find the host company until the 6th or 10 June. Otherwise, if you are interested but you cannot to find an institution, you will have a second possibility to apply when the call for application will be open back in October. My presentation now is finished. I stop sharing my screen, so I will be able to see the questions that are arrived into the chat. In half an hour, a former student of the University of Pavia that have an Erasmus Traineeship period in the past will join us to talk about her experience. So now maybe we can start. I don't know if you maybe there is the possibility also for you to open your microphone, and if you want to have your question live, I guess you can just raise your virtual hand. There is some question already. Okay, the first question I see is this one. Is it possible to have slides after the meeting? Of course, we are going to publish it in the Erasmus Traineeship link in the Erasmus Traineeship website. So from tomorrow, the day after, you will find the PowerPoint. There is some people that had the technical problems, so now I hope that are solved. Let me, if you want to, okay. There is my colleague Veronica that joined us, so she will be able to answer some questions.
Okay, I was reading the questions in the chat and the Q&A. Okay, the first one is, so if a student finds the traineeship in July, it is not possible to apply for Erasmus. Well, actually not for this call, because you need to provide an acceptance letter during the interview selection, which will take place in June. So if you find a traineeship after June, you can consider to apply for the next call, which will be in autumn, September, October, more or less. It is possible to participate to online interviews if a student cannot be present in Pavia during the interviews period. Normally, yes, but it has to be agreed with your Erasmus coordinator. I mean, just contact your Erasmus coordinator and try to agree a remote interview with him or with her. Is it a problem if I applied now and start my internship in January 2023? I'm afraid I won't be able to apply at the autumn call. Well, it's perfect, actually. I mean, the actual call allows you to participate in the traineeship from the 1st of August of this year till 30th of September of the next year. So during this time, you can organize your traineeship. So you can leave in January 2023 if it fits for you.
I go to another question arrived from Giulia Cerutti. I'm going to graduate in October. Can I still to apply for the autumn call? Basically, I would say yes, but you will be have to be careful to not graduated before the interview window. So if you graduate before the ending of the call for application, you won't be allowed to do it. Then let's see, we just have the time to read your question. What will be discussed during the interviews? This is a very interesting question. Usually the Erasmus coordinators concentrate the interview on the motivation and your personal motivation to have this period abroad, but also they would ask some information about the host company. And if you are doing an internship period before your graduation, they will ask you why you want to do it, if it's needed to have, I mean, to write your final dissertation and so on. I do.
Okay. Should I have to take English exam? Well, not with us, but it's possible that the host institution, I mean, it may require you English, an English test or an English certificate, or maybe also a French certificate. It depends on where you decide to go, and every host organization has different policies about that. So just be informed in advance with the host institution, and they may test you. It's possible, but we don't require it. It's not necessary for the call for application. I will graduate in March 2023. Can I apply for this call to start September 2022 to September 2023? Actually not. I mean, the internship cannot be interrupted, so it must be done entirely before the graduation or after the graduation. So if you plan to graduate in March 2023, you can apply now and do your internship before your graduation and end it, let's say, in February, or you can decide to leave from April. Does the acceptance letter need to be ready before the application or before the interview? Before the interview. It's not necessary for the online application. So, I mean, the deadline to apply online is 18th. While the interview will take place from 6 till 10 of June. So the acceptance letter must be presented during the interview. If no exams are recorded by March 1st, do you still have any chance of being taken? Yes, I mean, probably the the position in the ranking won't be so high, but it doesn't mean that you're not you cannot be eligible. If you have an acceptance letter and you have an internship project, why not? So you just need to apply, and then I mean only the position in the ranking will change, but you can still be eligible.
Sorry, excuse me. You just answered my question, but I didn't hear really well. You said that it's fine if you cannot hear?
Okay, let's go through another question that is made by Chiara. When and how it's possible to apply for the scholarships? The easy for the scholarship is based on the year 2020 or 2021. For the first part of the question, actually, when you apply, you automatically apply to be provided with the European and the university scholarship. I think never happened that a student refused to receive the European scholarship. So this is the answer to your question. For the easy, I would say that just a second. The easy is based on 20 or 21. 21.
Okay.
So the easy that the co-funding
Scusate Veronica, non vi sentiamo più. Non so cosa sia successo.
Okay, sorry for this. Was a technical problem. I go back to the question from Chiara Cabras. When and how is possible to apply for the scholarship? Actually, when you apply through the call for application open by the university, you will be automatically in the ranking of the scholarships. I think it's never happened that a student refused to have the European scholarship to have the Erasmus. So you don't have to apply 2 times. One time is or be accepted for the internship period and to be provided for the European and the university scholarship. And for the second part of the question, the easy for the scholarship is based on the 2020 or 2021. The answer is 2021. Then let's go through, maybe there was a student that want to have a live question, but I don't see the hand now. If you want to, you can open the microphone and share with us your question. Otherwise, we'll continue to answer the chat questions. Good evening, Simone. You too. I have a question. I'm a PhD student, but I cannot see the question. So Simone Burati, if you want to make a live question, you can.
Hi, I'm not Simone, but I'm Antea, and because I'm writing with his PC, I'm so sorry, but
Okay.
in reality, I put the questions because I am a PhD student here in Pavia, but without the scholarship. So I was thinking about, can I still get the 1,500 euros, or it is not possible?
It's more than possible.
Perfect. Thank you.
No, I mean, you can apply, of course, and then you will be you may be provided by the European scholarship, and then for the co-funding of the university, I will ask Veronica to explain you the calculation made for the PhD student.
Okay.
No, basically, it's the same as for the other students. I mean, you will benefit from the Erasmus scholarship and the extra contribution depending on your family income, on your ESA. So it's basically the same.
Okay. So it depends about the ISE and not about the state region where I will go.
Both. I mean, the scholarship is divided in 2 parts. The first part is the Erasmus scholarship, and it depends on the destination of your country. You can see in the call for application that each country belongs to a different group.
Yes.
Then there is, well, okay, you can see the slide. A second part of the scholarship, which depends on your family income. So if your ESA is one of these in this field, you can get a monthly extra contribution.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I just stop my screen and let's continue with the questions. Let me see. If you want to
Scusate Michela,
switch live,
sentiamo,
yes.
sentiamo un ritorno. Sono Lisa, sentiamo un ritorno forse perché siete nella stessa stanza e non spegnete a vicenda il microfono quando parla una delle due.
Ok, allora adesso staremo più attente.
Sì, se no sentiamo il ritorno proprio dell'audio. Scusate, scusate
Scusateci. Grazie. If you want to say your question live, maybe it's better. Don't be shy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I wanted to ask if it's possible to apply for Erasmus, to go for Erasmus after graduation. For example, if I apply for the scholarship in this call and I graduate by October, so is it possible to go or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you apply now, and then you are going to wait after the graduation to have your internship period. I understand well.
So, for example, I apply in this call and I
Yes.
also apply to the universities or for the traineeship. And if I get an acceptance, but I want to go after I graduate from University of Pavia, this is my question. Is it possible?
Yes, I now I understand. Yes, you can apply before to have your graduation and then leave the country to have the internship period after your graduation. And you can apply 2 times, one in this call for application just opened and one in October on the if you have not been graduated before.
Okay, perfect. And one thing more, sorry.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a very stupid question, but for instance, if we want to apply for extra European country, what do we have to do about the visa procedure? Like, we have to apply on our own, or I don't know.
Of course, the Erasmus office will provide you some advices, but as indicated in the call for application, visa, insurance, and other kind of procedures to enter in the country are up to the students. But
Okay.
of course, if you have problems, I mean, we are here to help you.
So we have to apply for the visa ourselves?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
There is other live questions? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, who is
Okay, hi.
speaking?
I am Nastaran, and sorry, I got here a bit late. I had classes. I have a question. I don't know if you have answered this question during the presentation or no, but so during the traineeship, we can't really pass any classes, right? Our university classes.
Usually when the student start the Erasmus Traineeship already finished their classes. Otherwise, if you have still to do some exams, I advise you to talk with the university of professors and see if it's possible, for example, do it virtually. But it's up to the university professors the decision.
Okay, so it's better to take it after the graduation because since I'm already the first year student and the next year I will have a lot of classes. And I have another question. So we can take about 6 months of Erasmus and 6 months of traineeship, right?
Yep. Because in a unique cycle, you can spend until 12 months of mobility paid by Erasmus, which means, for example, that for the bachelor, you have 12 months, for the master, other 12 months, and for the PhD, other 12 months.
Okay. And the last question.
Yes.
For the visa process, what if the embassy reject us for the visa? Like, I found a company, but I need a visa. What if the embassy doesn't accept us?
It's really depend on the motivation of the refusal of the visa. you can try to apply back for a second time to get the visa and maybe ask to the company to postpone for a little bit the starting of the internship. But this is a 1 billion question. It's really depend on the motivation
Yes.
for the
So
refusal
the
of the visa.
university, and so the university support us if we like postpone the our traineeship for a while, so the visa problems get solved.
If you postpone it, let's do a practical example. If you postponed your internship, for example, if you apply in this call for application in which you are allowed to start from 1st of August to 30 September, if you respect this period, it's okay. I mean, you can postpone the starting of your internship on this window. Otherwise, it will be not possible to extend the period of time in which you will be able to do the internship.
Okay, so
But
now
if I may,
okay,
yeah.
say.
No, I just want to add something. When you will be selected to have the Erasmus, the university will provide you a series of papers in which clearly is stated that you have been selected to have an internship period via Erasmus. I would not say that this is simplifying the visa process, but usually the embassies take into account this.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to ask this too, so you answered. And the last one, so I can at the 6th of July, I can give you just my acceptance letter from the company, but it like the date of start of the traineeship can be for after my graduation, right?
Yep, 6th
Okay,
of June, not
6th of
July.
June. Yeah, 6th of June.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for the
Okay,
wait.
thank you too.
Otherwise,
There is, no, I would say otherwise you will have the chance to apply to the autumn call for application.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And it
Good
was a
luck.
good presentation. Thank you. Bye.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question?
Yep. It was sorry, Arash. There is before you there is Alessandra Anselmi that raised
Okay,
her
no
hands.
problem. Okay,
Just
okay.
wait for a second. Alessandra, if you want to give us your question.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, but I think that I didn't understand well how it works because, for example, I don't know, I have to find a partnership and then I have to do an interview with them and be selected by them, or I just, I don't know. I didn't understand how works the found the place and the interview with the place.
Okay, I try to explain better myself. Here today, we are talking about the selection process internally to the university.
Okay.
And I hope to have been clear within the selection process to get the Erasmus scholarship. Okay.
Because I did an Erasmus, so for that part of the
Okay.
university, it's okay. But it's for the
For
other
finding
part.
a place, I mean, we don't have, we can give you some advices, let's say. One advice, I don't know if, can you please tell us which is your Erasmus area? Do you know it? Which field of studies are you studying?
Psychology.
Okay. The first advice I can give you is talk with your professors and
Yeah, that's it's
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. But then, for example, a professor advised me and a partner, and then I
Mhm.
had to do an interview with the partner and be selected by them, right?
It's really depend on the host company. Sometimes
Okay.
they will give you some interview to be admitted, to have the job. Other times, they will ask you just, when you are able to start. It's really depend on the policies of the host company.
Okay, and before the application, I have to find a partner,
You
right?
have to find a partner in which doing the internship period before the interviews of the departmental coordinator, which is from
Okay.
6 to 10 of June.
Okay, no, I mean, I think that for me it's more for October, so I have
Okay.
this month. Okay, okay, perfect. And
But the best way, if I can give you, an advice for all the students that are connected, talk with your professors and go, find an internship place with the help of them.
okay, and this sorry, the last question, but
Yes.
this the name of the agency I have to put in the application?
No. In the
Okay.
application, no. In fact, as I said, at the very beginning of our meeting, the application took like 2 minutes to be sent,
Okay.
but it's very important that you will bring with you the acceptance letter at the time of the interviews.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you too. Let's continue with Arash. Am I
Yes.
pronounced it well,
Okay.
your name?
Yes. It
Okay,
is perfectly
Arash.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. My question is related to if I find a company in Italy, would it be possible to get the scholarship or of the Erasmus, I mean, or is it only possible to get the scholarship for ESA? I mean, related to the family financial situation.
I do not understand the question. Maybe Veronica can help me.
Well, actually, a traineeship.
Just a second. Okay.
Actually, a traineeship in Italy is not allowed. So you need to find a host organization which is abroad in one of the countries listed in the call for application.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I did not understand the question, but I confirm what Veronica said. It's not possible to have Erasmus in Italy if you are a student from an Italian university.
Okay, I understood. Thank you very much.
I see other hands raised. I don't know, but let's choose. Who is speaking?
I raised. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Let's do that. I will choose it. Okay. Angelica Boldrini. Angelica? No. Let's continue with Cinzia.
Hi, I have a question. How can I find places, extra-European countries? So I searched in the teaser platform, but I can't find anything in, for example, Morocco or North African countries.
Can I ask you what's your field of studies?
Political science and international relations.
Okay, so my answer is ask to Professor Antonio Morone.
Okay, thank you.
Which will help you. No, he's a professor of the Department of Political Science with many links with the MENA region. So I'm sure that he will help you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's continue. I see Mona Macchia.
Macchia, yes, hi.
Macchia. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a question. I started my internship since March and it will last for 7 months. But I don't think that this period is enough to finish my thesis. So is it possible to apply again for the next application?
How many months? Do you have already an Erasmus scholarship?
Yeah, I'm doing it
Okay.
now.
And how many months?
It should be 7 months till the end of
7
September.
months. You can apply back to have a second period of traineeship for a maximum of 4 months, 5 months.
Okay. And another question, like when we can get the acceptance, or if we're accepted or not?
The selection, the interview will be from 6 to 10 of June. I would say after 15 days from the 10 of June, by the end of June, let's say.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Angelica, but before my audio was not
okay.
working, sorry. Okay, I'm studying economics here in Pavia, and I need to do a traineeship to graduate. So the traineeship corresponds to 6 credits. Is the Erasmus traineeship equivalent? So I can do the... Okay, perfect. And I have another question. After June, so after the selection with the letter of motivation, we can be chosen or not, right? So it's still not sure that we can go to the traineeship, to do the traineeship, right?
What do you mean?
Like, are we selected, like, how to say, is it sure that we are going to do the traineeship when we do the interview with you in June? Or at that point we are selected?
You will be selected, you will receive a confirmation from us in which we said that you have been selected for the Erasmus, and then you will be able to start the procedure to go to the company. I do not clearly understand your question, actually, maybe.
I mean, the selection is composed of 2 parts. So firstly, we apply to the traineeship, and then we do the interview with you in June. But just after the interview, we will know if we are chosen or not to go to the traineeship, right?
Just a second, Veronica is speaking. Let me close my mic. Io non ho capito.
Okay, yes, normally there are no problems. I mean, the only problem should be if you present an internship which is completely different from the course of your course of study. But if the internship is related to your course of study and to your academic background, normally you will be eligible and there won't be any problem.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, it was hard to explain the question.
No,
Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome.
Let's continue with Alessandra Arzarello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I wanted to understand if the 12 months hypothetically can be divided in different in different years, or they must be consecutive. I don't know if I explain myself. Because I'm studying medicina and chirurgia.
Okay.
Yes, and so I want.
For medicina, I have to say that since you are a single cycle, blah, 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 so 6 years of master degree, you will have 24 months to be spent and splitted via different Erasmus periods. This means that, for example, this year you will have the possibility to have 5 months, next year other 5 months, and so on. And not have to be, consequentially, let's say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. There is other questions live?
Yes, I have one. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Who
my
is
question
me?
was,
Sorry.
I'm speaking, I'm Sara.
Okay, ciao Sara.
Hi. My question is if I can choose the period, the mobility period, or is just assigned?
What do you mean?
Because in the call for application, it was written that once I pass the interview and whatever, they assign me a period of time in which I have to do the traineeship. And I don't know if I can do in that period of time, if I can do it. So I can choose it, or just I have to accept it?
Well, the period must be agreed with your host organization, but according to this call for application, it cannot start between the 1st of August 2022 and it must end before the 30th of September 2023.
Yeah, that was clear,
okay.
yes.
Okay, during this period, you can organize your traineeship and you can agree with your host organization.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sorry,
I ask a
I have
question?
a similar question.
Hello?
Can you hear me? About the period of time. If I choose to stay, like, I don't know, 3 months, can I decide to stay for longer than that once I'm there to prolong the stay?
Yes. Yes, when you start your traineeship, you can decide to extend it if your host organization agree with that, and if your supervisor here in Pavia agree with that. Just remind that the traineeship must end at the latest the 30th of September 2023.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, can I ask a question? Excuse me, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I have a question, or actually there are two questions. The first one, how many credits you should have, exam credits you should have in order to apply for this traineeship? Like you should be finished with all of your exams or all of your classes? Or I can...
Can I ask you to say about your situation? Which field of studies are you enrolled? And
in humanities, I study visual arts. This is my second year.
The second year. Repeat the question, please.
Like for this year, how many exams I should have in order to apply for credits?
It's a 1 billion question because it's really, since it's the competition is very comparative respect of the academic career of your classmates, we cannot say a number.
Okay.
You see my point?
I see your point. Like I should have like made exams this year to be able to apply, or not necessarily.
There is no minimum requirement. I mean, the number of exams will decide the position in the ranking, but there is no minimum requirement. You can apply also if you haven't done any exams until now.
Okay. Can I ask my second question?
Yeah.
It's about the ESE number.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's about the ESE number.
Yeah.
I've been living almost for 2 years in Italy, and I have an Italian ESE number.
Okay.
Or should I use the original, for example, or like the documents from my parents that they live abroad, not in Italy? Or since I have an Italian ESE number that I made this year, I can use it?
Yeah, normally, I mean, do you normally present the ESE for the university contribution or not?
The first year I gave them my documents from 2 years ago. I gave them my documents of my parents because I was living in Palestine back then, and then I came here, and I've been living here for 2 years almost. I don't live with my family, so my ISA number is completely different now. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, okay. Well, the IS9 number, I mean, it has to be calculated, but I think that, I mean, we will we will obtain it from the one that you already presented in the academic 2021 and 22 for this academic year. So we will take into consideration the one that is already uploaded in your area riservata.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I have 3 quick questions.
Yeah.
The first is, I am a DSA student. Does it change the rules?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I am a DSA student.
Okay.
Does it, what does it change?
You can apply for extra contribution concerning the special needs if you are in this condition. But the rules are the same. I mean, do you have any particular needs? I mean, do you have any particular questions or something that worries you?
No. Okay. The second is, if I switch to another course, I probably do this in the summer. Does it change? Does it change something? Can I?
For
Can I
example, what do you
still
study
participate?
now? What do you study now?
Now I'm studying modern culture and language, but I will switch to cultural goods.
Sorry, to cultural?
Cultural goods.
Okay. Well, you have to remember that the traineeship must be related to your course of study. So if you change your course of study, probably the internship will be, I don't know, you will be selected in something that is different from the current course of study. Did you already find an host organization? Did you already agree maybe any internship project?
No, I haven't already done any research.
Okay, maybe when you look for it, you can think about that. Maybe also ask to your Erasmus coordinator, which is Professoressa Bragone. And when you find a host organization, you can look for something which is more similar from the course of study you will be enrolled starting from the next year. And when you are at the selection interview, you can highlight this point with your Erasmus coordinator, and I mean say that maybe the project will be okay for your next Erasmus in your next academic course, and I think that you need to inform the Erasmus coordinator about that.
Okay, and the third last question is if there are when I'm already there, I have any health or other kind of problems, can I come back to Italy in every moment, or no?
Yes, I mean you're not obliged to stay abroad. If you encounter any kind of problem, you can first try to contact us, and we'll try to help you. And then if you need to come back, of course you can do it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Before to continue with your question, 3 communications. So as said, for the situation of Luca, the Erasmus program will cover special cost in case you need to have, you are, let's say, classified as, I hate this sentence, but if you have as classified as special need person. The second communication I want to give you is about a possibility to have an extra scholarship, basically for whom is traveling within Europe, to have 550, sorry, how do you say, vero? 50 euro, mi sto incasinando, come si dice in inglese? 50 euros more, sorry, my head is exploding now. 50 euros more to have sustainable travels. So if you choose, for example, to go to your destination by using train or buses on other kind of sustainable means of transport, the European Commission will provide you with 50 euros more respect to the normal scholarship. And for the third communication, I will I will come back 5 minutes later. Let's continue with Anna Maria.
Hi, can you hear me?
Ciao. Okay. I remember what I want to sing. Let's do that. Could you try to turn on your camera? Because it's good to answer your question, but it's more good to see the face if it's possible.
Michela,
Are you
perdonami,
allowed? No,
sarà
non si può
registrato,
fare?
esatto, quindi chiediamo
Ok,
gentilmente di
no,
non attivare la
ok,
telecamera perché viene registrato il video,
ok,
quindi meglio non
ok.
attivarlo.
They answer me that it's not possible, but let's continue with your question, Anna Maria.
Okay, I'm a medicine student and I wanted to ask how to complete the learning agreement because I already choose the hosting university, but it requires the learning agreement before, and obviously, and I know how to complete the sections regarding the hosting university, but I found few information about how to complete the section regarding the University of Pavia. So I actually don't know how to fill, for example, the field of contact person, name, mail, phone, or address, if it's the website or the physical address. I have some doubts about it.
Anna Maria, can I ask you, I understand well that the company is asking to provide with the learning agreement, before you have, you are officially allowed to do that?
Actually, yes, I think so, because I would like to move to Medical University of Vienna, and they require the learning agreement and the letter of acceptance, pre-filled letter of acceptance before. So I have to put my data on both of them for them to be like.
I see now. I understand the situation. You can write us. I will put in the chat our email address. Just a second. And we will help you to fill in it.
Thank you so much.
Here it is. Okay. if you write to this email address, and this is the general information for all of you, if you have future question, you can always reach us via email, or otherwise there is the possibility to take an online appointment via your reserved area.
Thank you so much.
Okay, there is a question from Antonio.
Yeah, hello. I want to ask you briefly if it's possible to go on a country with another colleagues, and if it depends on us, or it's completely free.
Well, from our side, there is no problem if the host organization accepts both of you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, there was a student before, I guess his name is Andrea Florio.
Hello.
I lower your hand for a mistake. I didn't want to do it. If you are still here and if you need it, please just talk.
Hello. Can I ask my question? Can you hear me?
Nejad, right?
Yes.
Nejad, there was before of you Andrea Florio that raised his hand.
Okay.
Just a second, we will answer you, I mean, in a couple of minutes. But before you, there was Andrea.
Okay, thank you.
If it's still with us, Andrea is not with us, so the floor is yours, Nejad.
Yes. Sorry, I am doing my Erasmus now, and I prolonged it for next semester. So I will finish it till the end of June. But I'm not paid for second semester, so I don't receive any scholarship for second semester. So can also apply for Erasmus internship.
How many months did you receive the European scholarship?
From September till February.
And did you ask the prolongation of your period?
Yes.
And we said no.
No, you prolonged it, but you told that I cannot give a scholarship. For
Actually, the
second
extension will receive the scholarship. We already sent an email to all the students of this academic year, and
yeah, but also you sent me an email that for the second semester it's not possible for me to get a scholarship.
It's strange, but well, let's write us an email and we will discuss it, because the extension period are normally financed. But well, this is not the right moment to discuss about it. So please write us an email and we will try to clarify this point.
And
okay, sure.
for answering, for answering your question, you will be able to apply, I mean, for traineeship. It's really depend how many months you got the Erasmus scholarship, because because as we said, I mean, you will be able to have a maximum of 12 months of scholarship. In depending, I mean, which is not depend if you go through Erasmus for study or Erasmus for train.
You mean that if I'm not paid, I can apply for Erasmus internship?
Well, actually, the duration doesn't depend on the scholarship that you receive. You are in a second cycle, right? You are in a master degree.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you have 12 months of Erasmus, independently from the scholarship you receive or not.
So I cannot apply for internship anymore?
At the end of your Erasmus for study period, we will calculate how many months you still have, and then we will see if you can participate again in the Erasmus for traineeship. Sorry, remind me, when did you start your Erasmus for study period?
In September, and it will
Okay,
be
and
finished.
when are you gonna end?
It will be end of June. End of
Okay,
June.
probably you will have like 2 or 3 months. We will have to calculate it afterwards. We cannot say it by now.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Excuse me. It's can I speak? It's always Angelica. It's a question concerning the same subject. I'm in the same situation. Right now I'm doing Erasmus in France and it lasts 10 months. So the question is, the scholarship is going to cover just the last 2 months, which remains, right? But can I go to doing the traineeship even for more months?
What do you study, Angelica? Sorry?
Economics.
Okay. No, I mean, it doesn't depend on the scholarship. During one study cycle, you can have up to 12 months of Erasmus. It doesn't matter if you receive a scholarship or not. If you already have done 10 months of Erasmus, you will still have 2 months left.
Okay, so, but is there any problem if I go like abroad for 2 months more? Like the only thing that changed is that the other 2 months are not covered by
only about the scholarship, but also about your status. I mean, it cannot be considered Erasmus if you do more than 12 months. You can decide to stay there longer, but for example, I don't know, 4 months instead of 2, but the other 2 months won't be Erasmus.
Okay, so will not be covered by the scholarship, right?
By scholarship, well, and you have to inform yourself about the insurance and about, I mean, the internship will be organized autonomously, so it won't, you cannot refer to us anymore for these 2 months more.
So is it suggested to find a traineeship that lasts 2 months? Is it better?
Well, if you find it for more,
it's
could
my
stay
own
there,
problem,
but
right?
Yeah.
Like if I started scholarship in July instead of August, the month of July is completely on me, right? This is the point.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Perfect. Thank you.
There is Davide.
I
We don't have I mean, I think we have still 5 minutes, so let's go with Davide. Davide, are you there? Davide Ferrario. There is a question from Irmak.
Can you hear me?
Davide, are
Yeah.
you there? Okay.
Yes. Okay, sorry. I have some problems, sir. My question is about the interview. So I have to arrive to the interview already with the factory or the industry that lab whatever.
Yep.
Right. But
You have
also but is necessary to have it also for the application or just for the interview?
At the time of the interview, you must present the acceptance letter of the host institution. Before, it's not needed.
So I just need to apply, and then while I'm waiting for the interview, I'm applying to other institution for the period.
Yeah, of course, we are advising all the students to, I mean, if you didn't already started, start now to find a host institution, because I mean, from now to the 6th of June, it's not I mean, you have only 3 weeks to find the place.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you too. There is,
Sorry, I have a question.
let me see.
I was.
Who is speaking? Yermak?
Yes, I'm Yermak.
Matteo?
No. Okay, let's do that. Before Yermak and then Matteo.
Okay, my question about the online application, the first application. Should I take some documents from my thesis professor for like permission or something like that?
No. Nothing. In the application form, there is no places to upload nothing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And the calculation of your academic career grade will be done by our office. I mean, automatically we will, you know, take all the academic careers and automatically calculate the grade.
Okay, okay, thank you.
There were Matteo, I guess.
Yeah,
Ciao,
do you hear me?
Matteo. Yes.
I have a question about possible traineeship outside the European Union, specifically in the United Kingdom.
Mhm.
So in that case, will the University of Pavia pay the scholarship?
The answer is yes. Let's come back to my presentation because I want. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. For the United Kingdom, you have to be careful because even if now it's considered a not European country, you won't receive 700 euros, but let's go through. It's indicated still as European country, and you will receive 500 euro per month.
Oh,
But you
okay,
will
thank
be
you.
able to apply, of course.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, stop sharing. I think we have 2 minutes more. If there is someone that want to ask you something, it's now the time.
Yes, I have another question correlated basically to what another lady was saying previously. Probably of the area of economics. I'm attending a master degree here in Pavia. I'm a MIBA student. And the next year, I probably will attend a double degree program in Belgium. And in that university, in the University of Liège, in my curriculum course is already present an internship. So my question is, I will spend the entire second year of my master degree there. So I also applied for the Erasmus program. So as you mentioned, I will have the possibility only to use the remaining 2 months available for my master 12 months availability. And my question is, due to the fact that next year, so 2022, 2023, I will have the possibility to do an internship abroad, also with the double degree program, is maybe better to run this application the next year and so spend my last 2 months through the period 2023, 2024. And in this case, are there any possible issues correlated to the fact that next year I will be considered as a full-time student of the University of Belgium, basically?
Very complicated question. Let's try to answer you. Before, I have a question for you. For the double degree, did you get an Erasmus scholarship?
Well, I've also presented the Erasmus scholarship. I have also presented Erasmus application. So basically, as the coordinator of the university said to me, I will be probably considered as a full-time student of Belgium University with the benefit of the Erasmus, so the scholarship, I would say. So in this case, but only for the second year, basically.
But I have to say that in any case, it's not possible, for example, to combine 2 European scholarships of this for the same time. So if you will receive the Erasmus scholarship to do your double degree, maybe you can, and when we give you the scholarship for study, it will be possible for you also to combine a traineeship period. Okay. So maybe on the next year, what could happen is that you start with the double degree. You take 10 months for the double degree, and then within the same selection you did to be admitted in the double degree, you will ask us to prolong your period abroad and have the traineeship period.
Okay. But as you mentioned
Otherwise,
also to the other lady, as you mentioned also previously, is possible also to run it after the graduation. So for example, if on I would say 30th of June is the expiring date of my period abroad. Let's assume that on that day I've been already graduated also in Belgium and stuff like that. I can also use the remaining 2 months later after my graduation.
just remember that to have the traineeship period, you must to apply before the graduation. Then the decision is up to you. I mean, you can apply also in October, for example.
Okay. Or also, I don't know if it's possible on the next year application, like in this. So, for example, on May 2023, another application is expected to start, and I will do it before graduating. Of course, I will be close to the graduation, but of course, to use the remaining 2 months. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I'm asking to Lisa. Lisa, abbiamo ancora tempo o dobbiamo chiudere?
Se volete continuare, continuate pure, Michela. Non c'è problema per noi.
Ok.
Chiudete quando volete.
We take maybe 5 minutes more, then we will close the webinar. But of course, I mean, we put in the chat our email address. So if you have a question, you can contact us. Choose 2 last questions.
Can I do a very short question?
Yes, Matilde.
Yeah, hi.
Okay.
And two things. First of all, it is we need only English to apply for the country. Because, for example, I am doing medicine, and if I would like to go to Switzerland, I have to know also Deutsch or French, or it is up to the institute.
This is up to the institute to say in which working language you will do your internship.
Okay. And the second one, it is if I select only some countries and for that one I will not select it for the Erasmus Traineeship, it is possible also to be selected for other countries if they are still places, or only for the one that I select?
I mean, I would say only for the one you have been selected by the fact that when you do the interview with the Erasmus coordinator, you will be asked to present only one acceptance letter.
Okay. And another thing, because I don't understand very well before, so since I am second year and I wanted to do, for example, into the first one, I can do 2 months and then I can do the rest maybe into the 6 or into the 5.
You know that I do not understand the question. I'm sorry.
No, this is
You
fine.
are a medicine student, right?
Yeah, but since I am in total 12 months to do the traineeship.
Wait. Come back to the beginning. Since medicine and surgery is a single cycle degree, all the medicine students can spend until 24 months to have the mobility
okay.
period. Okay. And
Okay.
then the question is,
See, maybe if I do the from into the first year 3 months into one period, and I can do the rest into the next years, right? Okay.
yes. And then, I mean, every year you must to apply.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks.
I have a question.
Yes, the last question is from Stefano.
Hi, thank you. So at the beginning, you said that a good way is to contact the professor or Erasmus coordinator, right? Could you say me who is the Erasmus coordinator for the Faculty of Economy?
Is Professor Cerchiallo, Paola Cerchiallo.
Okay, Paola Cerchiello.
Which degree courses are you enrolled?
MIBE.
Then maybe you can also contact Professor De Nicolai.
Okay.
That have many contacts all over the world.
So basically, I can just send them an email, tell them that I would like to do a traineeship within the Erasmus in a specific country.
Advices? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I understood that was a good way to start, but I didn't really understood how to, like, what to ask, how to proceed then. Thank you.
If you, this is general information for all the students. If you go to internazionale.unipv.it in the pages dedicated to the traineeship, you will also find some Excel files in which we put the list of the companies that accepted University of Pavia students in the past. And let's say we just, I mean, we only published good experiences. So this is another possibility to find the place.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Just before to close our meeting, can I ask you to raise your hand if you are thinking to apply?
This year or the next?
Let's say this year. Let me check how many people. And if I ask you next year's? So I hope that today we tried to answer